Mystery on the Beach by Mr. Morrison. Sometimes I imagine I am out there in a green meadow, having a time with nature.
Ow.
The reality is that I'm in some kind of industrial hellscape getting kicked in the dick by one of the New York Jets. I think. I don't really follow football teams and their color schemes. So this morning, some old dead biddy washes up on shore. I know already it's gonna be one of those weeks. I find out her name is Gladys Bath, and she lives pretty far inland. Lived, I guess. Near the old circus, the one what shut down, along with the entire circus industry. B&B. I think it stands for beating the animals and blowing clowns behind the tent. I head over there to snap a few photos. Place looks like Carnival of Souls these days. A brief visual representation of my earlier premise that animals were being mistreated and clowns were being blown. At recess, while I'm eating lunch, Sergeant Phipps comes by to tell me about the history of the circus. Apparently there are a lot of drownings at the water park, she says. The baseball players are twerking. One of them shits himself. But yeah, water park. First to go was a clown. Good riddance. I'm not scared of clowns, but they're goddamn annoying. I'm glad millennials killed circuses. What kind of troglodyte is entertained by that shit? And yes, there was an old biddy who died there before. Didn't drown. Cracked her head open, falling. Horrible business. After class, I asked Mr. Crump if he knows anything about the history of the old circus and water park. Apparently it was a big fucking deal, employed half the town in the old days. I am disappointed to learn that he blames the Hispanics for its downfall. One thing I am able to learn is that the first death, that clown, wasn't made public until he'd been dead for a week. The order was delayed by one of the owners, a Mr. Thwackmaster. I make inquiries to see if I can interview him, but he refuses. I go to my happy place. In my happy place, I'm riding a triceratops, and there are hot ladies everywhere, and also have a talking parrot named Wilberforce.
Hello.
I have all my best ideas in my happy place.
Aha.
I do learn that Thwackmaster is an avid golfer, and a member of the Cactus Fucker Club, where they play a lot of that stupid game, in between fucking cacti. The chief arranges to get me an after-school job as a caddy there, and within a week, I'm face-to-face with the guy.
Ouch.
He is initially uncooperative, but he soon sees reason. In the station lunchroom, I explain my findings to Officer Donovan. Thwackmaster had known there was something lurking around the water park before the first death. He wasn't sure what, but he thought it lived in an old boathouse. I tell Donovan about how Millicent Patrick designed the monster and creature from the Black Lagoon, but never got any credit for it. The boathouse in question is moldy AF when I head over there. Although there's a pile of bones that is kinda sketchy, and the perspective lines don't quite add up. Whatever had lived in this boathouse once is gone. Suddenly, something clicks and I run home. I'm pretty sure I passed Nixon on the street. I read through the case files again. Dad says I can't stay up any later though, so I will have to finish this in the morning. Right, so, those clowns being blown. It turned out that one of them had an especial preference for old biddies. But when old Mrs. Crabapple turned him down, he was filled with incel rage. He wrote a long manifesto and then vanished. Could the incel clown have been hiding out in the moldy cabin while he plotted his revenge? It all fit. Mrs. Crabapple had been involved with the clown who got drowned. She had died around the same time of natural causes, but maybe this guy kept killing just out of general spite. All well and good. Where is he now? Officer Donovan swings by at recess the next day to tell me about the toxicology report on all that mold at the cabin. Bad stuff. Bad degenerative nerve disease stuff. Kevin, that gormless fuck, has nothing to contribute to our conversation but insists on being part of it anyway. Hang on, isn't that the same kind of toxic mold they had an outbreak of at the hockey rink last week? It was getting all up in the water they were using for the ice. Made that one guy just vomit like a gosh darn fountain. And it's not hard to confirm that a drain pipe connects the hockey rink to the beach where Gladys Bath washed up. We're heading to form a blockade around the hockey rink. Detective Grummert gives me a lift, but insists I stick my head out the window like he does. Officer Smith wants to describe to me the size of a fish he caught, but there is no time. And there, in the leaky basement of the hockey rink, I find the killer. The mold has gotten so bad he's barely recognizable as human. It's very nasty. His unicycle still works, though. There follows a really exciting final battle sequence, but Storybook Weaver is not a good medium for action scenes. Did I mention I can shoot lightning? The point is, though, that I win.
Ow. Well done.
How it's supposed to go from here, I guess, is that the king and queen invite me over for casserole and give me a trophy and a peerage, and Wilberforce finally shows up.
Hello.
But real life isn't a fairy tale, and it doesn't always work out that way. Mr. Thwackmaster's well-connected friends from the Cactus Fucker Club are up in arms, and the chief says maybe it would be best if I went away for a while. Has me reassigned to go live in a lake. It's cool though, we get a pretty nice boat to live on. I guess everything is gonna work out all... Ah, fuck, it's the Kongamato!
A huge thanks to all of my incredible Patreon supporters whose names you see here. Particular thanks to Andre D, Break System BSE, Michael Fattori, Zachary Snowden-Smith, and Zana Zira. If you want to see your own name up here, it's as little as $1 a month, but you can also just make occasional one-off donations on Ko-fi, of course. And the best way of all to support this channel is simply by sharing it to other people who might enjoy this kind of nonsense. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being you.